For part 3 of my upgrades for my knockdown workbench, I want to make a trio of shop-made accessories. Now, you may not find all 3 of these to suit your needs, but any one or a combination of them can help you make this workbench work a little harder. The first one that I want to make is a little clamping platform, because whether you put the edge track on your bench or you don't have it on there, what I want is a way to be able to hold a workpiece both vertically and horizontally and be able to do a wide variety of tasks on it. It's kind of functioning the same way that a face vise and some bench dogs would work on a typical bench, but without having the vise hardware. It's made up of a few pieces of some scrap plywood that I have here and a small spacer, all held together with screws. Now what I want to do is, this is going to be the front of the platform, and I'm going to screw it to the top. And I want to be able to hold everything in place while I drill the pilot holes. Thankfully, I have this edge track on here, so I'm going to set this in place and bring the clamps in. That holds it in place. I can line the other piece up on top of it, and I've marked already where I want the screw hole locations are going to be. Now at the back of this platform is a small spacer, and to hold that in place, I clamp that to the front of the bench as well, and then I could bring the top over it, line it up and clamp that in place, and then drill those holes just to be able to give me a head start and use some of the features that we've already incorporated into this bench. So I'm going to start assembling this here, finish drilling my holes, and then we'll come back and see what it looks like all assembled. The main structure of our support is all put together here. What I want to do now is add a couple of stops to help register workpieces when I have them clamped in place. I have one glued to the front here. It's just a thin strip that got ripped off the edge of some plywood, and I'm going to do another one along the top edge. So I'll just put down a bead of glue on one face. Now what's important here is that this strip is square to the front edge and aligned with this other one. So I'll get it roughly positioned, bring in a square to line it up, and then I'm just going to hold it in place while the glue grabs. All right, let me grab a workpiece and a couple of clamps, and we'll show you how to put this workpiece support to work. One of the big advantages of this accessory is that it raises a workpiece several inches higher from the bench, which can make it a little bit more comfortable to work on, and especially to be able to see layout lines. Now, having this platform and then the lip along the top, I can clamp it in place and have a secure support while I'm doing wide variety of applications on here, whether it's layout work or maybe some carving. Even work with a small router would be ideal for this. Because I have a similar lip along the front edge, now whether I'm cutting dovetails or drilling into the end grain here, there's a large surface for registration and holding on to that piece securely. And I don't need a large, heavy vise. Instead, I just need a small handful of clamps. One of the biggest features of this knockdown workbench is its compact nature. You can set it up just about anywhere, but that requires a certain amount of discipline because the bench top can very easily get cluttered up with stuff that you're not working on. That's why I made this clamp rack, so that I can attach on the stretcher right underneath the bench top. And then I've sized the slots to accept a wide variety of clamps. These track clamps that I've been using a few times through here easily fit right into place. Even these larger F-style clamps will slide in And these fun little guys just are handy to have around. Now I have those clamps ready to get to. The bench top stays a lot cleaner, hopefully, and I'll be able to work easily and quickly here. What I've done is laid out the location for the slots that will hold the bars on the clamps. And then over at the drill press, I drilled out the root of all of those slots with a brad point bit. Then I used a square and marked the tangent or the sides of each of the slots all the way across and headed over to the bandsaw. There I used the rip fence as a guide to line up with those pencil lines and cut one side of the slot. Then because I have a symmetrical layout here, I can just flip the piece over and cut the side of the slot on the opposite end. You see where this is going. You just reposition the rip fence and make pairs of cuts, and in no time at all, you'll have all the slots taken care of. What I want to do now is to attach the back. So I started by making a cleat, which is really just a thin piece of plywood that I've attached. And that's going to hook over the stretcher. The back is going to provide support here, and the space between should be just a little bit more than the thickness of the stretcher. Here's how I did that. I have a piece of plywood, and then I put a strip of masking tape on each side. That small amount is going to create enough of an offset that I can install this clamp rack really easily. So I'm going to put that in place, set that down, and now I'll clamp the back in place so that I can drive the screws. Now I want to make one more accessory that'll help keep this bench top organized and ready for work. The last accessory I want to add to this knockdown workbench is another rack. You can see it uses that same cleat and back so that it hooks onto the stretcher below the top. But instead of a clamp rack and slots, I have another platform mounted lower down with a series of holes in it. Now this bench, in addition to the clamps, relies on dogs and stops to be able to hold your workpieces. So maybe think of this as a kennel? I don't know. Now, whether you're working with commercial bench dogs of a variety of sizes, or even shop-made solutions to hold different sizes of workpieces, or even the little mini vices that you can get, this rack can hold them all. And with a variety of holes in there, you can fill it up and use it however you want. The nice thing about it is you can position these racks on either the front of the bench or maybe on the back side so they stay even more out of your way. All in all, what this means is that this bench, in addition to being knocked down, compact, and really versatile, inspires a lot of creativity. I'd like to see what you come up with for add-ons and accessories for your bench. Let me know. Thanks for watching.